What's up, y'all? It's your boy Kevin Stewart, and thank you so much for tuning into the first episode of the Be Alright Shorts here exclusively on my YouTube channel. Y'all, I'm so excited about what's getting ready to take place. I've worked very, very hard on this Be Alright single, including the entire album, Tell the World. And it means the world to me to be doing something totally different than what I've done with all of my other releases. So I felt that it was very important for me to take the time out to answer a few questions, break down some of the lyrics, and give you some exclusive content on what exactly it took for me to make and construct and build this Be Alright campaign. And I can't wait to share some detailed, good stuff with y'all, all right? So here we go. Here is our first question for the week. The first question is, how would I describe the vibe and the message of this first single, Be Alright? The best way for me to really describe it is very impactful. This song means a whole lot to me. I went through a great transition where I had to literally follow the Lord's instructions on something specifically that he was pushing me to do. And this song was birthed out of the frustration of me not knowing exactly what God was getting ready to do in my life. I knew that I heard his voice. I knew that I heard his instructions, but I just didn't know exactly how everything was going to turn out and how it was going to end. So my buddy, Buddy Brown, who's also my producer, we also know him as Alex Courtney, he reached out to me and he sent me the beat and he said, bro, I want you to check this beat out and tell me what you think. Once he sent me the beat, I instantly started saying, everything's gonna be all right, everything's gonna be all right. I just kept saying it. When we got to the studio, I said, bro, I don't know if this is corny or whack, but I want you to check this out. So I started singing the hook and he said, that's it. That's the hook. The song is called Be Alright. So that day, as we begin to write the song, y'all, a lot of people don't know I was in a very low place. I had like little to no money. I think specifically that day I only had $5 in my account. It was either get some gas or get you a $5 pizza from Little Caesars. So I opted out to get the gas, but in that moment, I had to declare these things over my life that everything was going to be all right, because I knew at the end of the day, whatever the Lord had instructed me to do, that I had to follow it. I had to be obedient. I had to live in the moment because something greater was coming out of it. So instead of me being frustrated, crying and kicking and screaming, I put all of my pain, all of my struggles, all of my doubt into writing the lyrics that I felt that were going to encourage me and somebody else if they had to make that type of decision. So the vibe of it, again, like I said, is very motivational. When you listen to Be Alright, you'll feel like everything's going to be all right. When the track starts and you hear me like hollering out in this bullhorn, it's like a clarion call to the faith that's within you to understand, like, look, no matter what I'm dealing with, no matter what I'm facing, I truly believe that everything is going to be all right. So if nothing else, I want you to pop this in on a bad day. Your boss getting on your nerves, pop, everything's going to be all right. And your kids, your husband, things not going the way that you want it to go. Just go away for 7 minutes. And I want you to play Everything's Gonna Be All Right. And to answer the second part of the question, you guys, this record is totally different from Changed. It's still authentic. It's still 100% me. It's just a different side of me. I've had to mature. I had to learn. My faith had to increase. I had to move when God told me to move because there was a different season that God was getting me to. So this whole project and this single specifically is from the heart. And I pray that as you guys listen to it, that it's transformative even to you, to your atmospheres, to the rooms that you're in, to your perspective, to how you think. This single specifically differs from my previous work. It really just went back to originally how I was introduced to the world when it came to my music. My music always had a contemporary hip-hop R&B feel to it. I had worked on about a good 6 or 7 singles or EPs all together between then and when I did Change. Change was more of my churchy record, still 100% authentically me, but it was my more churchier record. But coming back to the more contemporary sound, it's like returning back to your first love. I love doing studio work. I love being in the studio writing and creating. and actually taking more time to dig into the lyrics, to dig into the word, to really figure out, how exactly we want to say it. So this one is totally different from Changed. So when it comes down to the lyrics of Be Alright, one of my favorite lines is, enough is enough. At some point in my life, during the journey of us writing the song, because let me tell y'all, writing Be Alright did not happen in one night. Woo, let me tell you, writing Be Alright probably took a month. And you may say, well, Kevin, why did it take so long? It took so long because myself and my producer, Buddy Brown, he was on me about making sure that everything that we wrote, we were intentional about it and not forcing it. So towards the end of the song, once you'll hear it when it comes out, wink, wink, the line enough is enough was really like that climax of everything where I just made a decision that enough is enough. It's time to get up because blessed is the one that I trust. Scripturally, I believe we took that from one of the Psalms where it says, blessed is the man that trusts in the Lord. So I had to make sure that we incorporated some type of word in there to make sure that the message was even stronger and biblically based. But at some point in your life, you got to just say enough is enough. I'm not going through this no more. Depression is not going to have me. Anxiety is not going to have me. The chaos around me in this world is not going to have me. So enough is enough. So y'all go ahead and pre-save Be Alright right now and set the notifications. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to my first Be Alright short. I pray that it blessed you. I pray that it inspires you. And listen, always remember, everything's going to be all right.
What you crying for? Watch God work. Wipe your eyes, throw your hands to the sky and watch God work, yeah. Watch God.